Hey guys, this is 2020 Vision Investing, and this video is 5 stocks I believe you should invest in this month of May 2020. I'm going to make this video short and sweet, so I'm going to jump right into it. First one is Capital One Finance. As you can see, this past week has been a bit of an adventure for Capital One Finance. Starting off the week at $57. I initially owned Capital One at $51, and as you can see, they shot up to over 70. And then on Thursday and Friday, you had about a 5% sell off on both those days, coming back down to 61.65. I own 20 shares of Capital One outright. However, I purchased 30 shares worth through my margin on Friday. I do believe I'll be able to sell Capital One at some point this week for around $64 and sell my margin and accumulate more shares that way. And that is going to be my main game plan for stocks for the rest of the year. I believe this market's going to be a bit rocky, and I believe that the timing is right with margin. Thousands of dollars can be made. My plan is to double my portfolio. So for me, Capital One is the play this week. Going on to the next. The next stock I think you should buy in 2020 is Raytheon Technologies. I am depositing over $2,500 in my account just to put on RTX as a long play. I believe in 10 years, this could be a 3Xer along with 10 years of dividends. I don't see the stock dropping much lower in price. They did release that they're cutting their dividend by a significant amount, and that explains this week's really big drop, 5%. However, I believe right now is a fantastic time to buy, considering on May 7th they're releasing their earnings reports, which I believe it can't go much lower and can only go up from here. So I believe now it would be a great time to jump in. I can see this easily be worth $80 in August. Once again, this is a total long for me, and I believe in 10 years I could totally see this being a 3x play along with 10 years of dividends. This is one of my golden nuggets. And for my third stock on the list, the infamous, the one and only Disney. I absolutely love Disney. I believe 50 years from now, I will be a grandparent coming home from a Pixar movie, and I will probably have cried from it because it's been so good. Disney has so many tools to make money. Pixar films, Disneyland, Disney World, when they open back up, that good news is coming down the pipe at some point, God knows when. Star Wars, merchandise. Disney is a powerhouse, and it's going to do nothing but grow over the next decade. And I don't see them releasing their dividend. This is a total lock for a long play. As you can see, I got them at $99 average. However, I do plan on buying 5 more shares, and I could totally see it bounce around this price for the next month or so. But good news is down the pipe. For my fourth stock, it has to be GE. Now, I'm pretty familiar with GE. In total, I've probably lost a lot of money investing in GE. However, those are back in the days when they were worth $18 a share, and we all know what happened there. GE bounced around at 666 about a year and a half ago, and finally got some good earning reports in and turned ship around to get back up to $10, $12, and then obviously this whole coronavirus thing happened, and they tanked back down to the price you're seeing today. I think if you invest in GE today as a 10-year plan, the sky really is the limit for this company. Once they get through this pandemic, revitalize, reorganize their business, sell off the parts that weren't as profitable, and focus on aviation and healthcare, this stock could absolutely be worth $30 a share at some point in time. Now, I think before you get there, this next month, it's going to be a lot of sideways action. Maybe flow 30 shares up and 30 cents up or down. But as a long, I really do believe this has tremendous growth. And I plan on using my margin, such as this dip right here. And I plan on making weekly updates of how I'm going to use my margin. I plan on investing at least $3,000 in GE, swinging for 20-cent movements so I can sell my margin and accumulate more shares. That's what I'm doing with Capital One currently. And I also plan on doing that with the fifth stock I'm about to show you. And for the fifth and final stock, we are looking at Cenovus Energy Company. I would say now is a better time than ever to invest in oil, considering it's at a near all-time low. As you can see, I have a 33.8% return thus far on the stock. However, I believe this will easily be worth $6 by the end of this year. I would 100% plan on using my margin as well to buy these dips. As you can see, it's gone down 30 cents in one day, which is 8.2% total. Let's say it does that again on Monday, or half the effect. Let's say it goes down 15 cents on Monday. And let's say I buy $3,000 worth of Cannabis Energy Company at that price. And on Tuesday, it goes up 6% and I sell that margin and just keep the profit in shares. I can easily accumulate more than 250 shares. And in this way, I can make my 250 turn to 265 and so on. I really do plan on being aggressive with my margin here in the future. And I'm making this channel based around that. Once again, my plan is to double my portfolio by the end of this year. I'm going to invest $2,000 more on top of this amount. So I'm looking at roughly 12,000. That's my goal. Um, please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know I'm stupid. I don't care. This is going to be a new thing for me, and I want you guys part of the journey. Let's make some money.